Hello and happy Friday Eve from Radically Rational and RadicallyRational.com. And after 12, count them 12 days, happiness is waking up in a cool apartment. Okay, we've always been told since we were kids, you can do anything you set your mind to. Nothing's impossible. Impossible is not. Well, okay, for the most part, with one exception. I don't care how hard you try, you cannot make NBA basketball interesting in December. So we've got this new contrived NBA excitement in the form of a planned in-season tournament that's going to take place in December. And it's going to come complete with group play and then a knockout round and then a final four. I wonder if they're also going to have penalty kicks and yellow cards. You just can't do it. You can't make this stuff interesting. And of course now, the final four of this tournament in December will be played in Las Vegas, which for better or more likely worse is becoming the mecca of American professional sports. There was a three-way in the NBA on Wednesday. Now former Celtics restricted free agent forward Grant Williams goes to Dallas. Make sure you're keeping track of this. The Spurs get forward Reggie Bullock from the Mavs. The rest of the deal involves NBA esoterica gobbledygook like unprotected pick swaps and trade exceptions. I do want to assure you, however, that the infield fly rule was not invoked in this trade. Did you know that plastic sensor covers on the knobs of Major League Baseball bats are legal after all? Okay, did you know there was such a thing as a plastic sensor cover on a bat? Do you know what the sensor is sensing? Does any of this make sense to you? Okay, so Altuve's batting practice oblique injury does not appear to be serious. That's a really good thing. In the meantime, the Stros have won 4 straight and 7 of their last 8, heading into the opener of a 4-game set tonight in Seattle. Now, does some of what I'm saying sound a little terse to you this morning? If so, it's because I got word yesterday afternoon that my Rice Owls' absolutely best receiver has entered the transfer portal, throwing me into the temporarily bitter portal. A little news, why not? Okay, so there's lots of speculation and unconfirmed reports about the whereabouts of Wagner leader Yevgeny Prigozhin. It was the stuff about wigs that caught my attention. So again, I'm going to pose this question, and I'm going to keep doing it until you attempt to answer it. Okay, how can the investigations into the myriad Trump scandals and abuses of power, how can they all be politically motivated and purely partisan when all of the information in all of these scandals has been provided by Republicans, many of them former dyed-in-the-wool Trumpers? I'll wait for you to try to answer that question because you can't do it. All right, so who knew? Oh my, more video services of document boxes being moved around at Mar-a-Lago. Now, what can you tell us about this, Walt? Not a damn thing. Why can't the man find a lawyer in Florida? What's the problem there? And you know what we always say? One man's body man is another man's valet. So, Walt, fetch me my hairpiece and bring me a quarter-pounder with cheese. You know, we talk about really serious sins. I think a sin is wasting your time and wasting the time of others. Can anybody tell me what Ron DeSantis and Mike Pence are doing? This is a total waste of time. What are they going to do? Out-Trump Trump? I don't think so. I mean, I don't even know what their personal ambitions are here because they're both walking into dead ends. Now, as for Chris Christie, he's not going to win, but he might keep Trump from winning. He really might. And here's the thing, Christie's not afraid of Trump. And Trump is afraid of the fact that Christie is not afraid of him because being able to terrorize and intimidate people is how his mob operates. Okay, you're busted. Yeah, you. I'm talking about you, Bubba. I'm pretty sure it was you that planted the blow at the White House. Oh, I don't have a single shred of evidence. But you've taught me that evidence isn't needed if you want something to be true badly enough. I got all kinds of stuff at radicallyrational.com. News and sports. We got a backlog of stuff here. Let's see. The state of Texas trying to make sure that migrants die of thirst. And a really interesting situation here with this court decision that the Biden administration can't communicate with social media platforms about content and what's true and what's not. And this one's a little more complicated than I thought. So go over there and check it out. A happy Friday Eve to you. It's really good to be back with you. We're Radically Rational.